It's Geraldo Rivera right now, though. That means it's time for the Daily Take. Hello, my friend, Geraldo.
Hey, bud.
Geraldo, good to see you.
Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
We missed you.
Yeah, I was off last week. I missed you, too. So, listen, this blockade, I did. It was a good break. It's a good break from this crazy world we're in, right? Sometimes you need a little break from the...
Well, welcome back to a blockade.
Exactly. Now we got a blockade. Okay, I can see the logic for this and how it might work because Iran's economy is reliant more than any other economy on that strait, right? They need stuff to go in and out. Okay, so we cut them off and they're economically crippled and they say, all right, enough. I can't take it anymore. However, in the meantime, of course, our own economy and the global economy is also going to probably take a hit. So how do you see it?
I think the president is not getting enough credit, Connell. I think that this is an audacious, daring, creative, ballsy move by Trump. I would not have thought of it when I heard the framework for it. I was tremendously enthused, and I thought about it for a while. Here it is. If you have a non-Iranian port and your vessel is going from a non-Iranian port anywhere else, the vessel can transit the strait or come in to load up. If you're using an Iranian port, though, you are blockaded. He has flipped the script. Right. In other words, he has made the people who were the victims of the blockade now the perpetrators of a blockade.
It's blockade the blockaders. I think that's what the Journal said this morning.
We are blockading the blockaders, absolutely. What remains to be seen, of course, is what Iran does. Are they going to attack any of these vessels? They're attempting to use non-Iranian ports to go and come, or will they just sit there and worry with their beads? I don't know. All I know is that there is a plausible case to be made that if, with the United States Navy's protection, ships tankers actually fill up in non-Iranian ports and seek to use the strait, that we can offer them protection, that the tankers can pass through, and Iran now totally cut off from all its revenue. It's that very lifeline. We talk about all the things that oil does for us, and in our complex economy, how important it is. It's the grease that makes things move. For Iran, though, it is life and death. That is literally the difference between starvation and prosperity. And it is a gigantic move. What I think Iran must be stunned. This coming about, of course, as a result of the failure of the 21-hour marathon session in Islamabad over the weekend. Vance, the vice president, did not get any kind of deal from the Iranians, but then I think they had this surprise waiting for them. And now, as of this morning, Eastern time, they have blockaded the blockaders. Yeah. Now let's see what Iran does about it.
So let's say you're right and it works for the sake of argument, and Iran says, all right, we got to come back to this negotiating table, or we just can't take this, because you are right. At some point, it would just completely cripple their economy. It's a matter of how long they can put up with it for. So say that's the case. Then what? Because what held up the talks, we're told, by both the vice president and the president, is the fact that they wouldn't give in on the nukes, right? So then, do they? And if so, what does that actually mean? Like, how are we going to know that Iran can never have, as the president says, a nuclear weapon?
I think the Israelis have been doing a pretty good job of preventing Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. I think they've killed a couple of dozen nuclear scientists in Iran. Israel, of course, will remain ever vigilant against the Iran nuclear threat. I think that what Iran can do, and it would put a lot of minds to rest, or at least would somewhat assuage the anxiety, is allow access to the sites that were bombed last year in that brilliant raid by the B-2s. If they allow us access to those nuclear sites, where you, with a shovel, whatever, you dig up what has been buried by our bombardment and actually let the United States hold in its protected hands the nuclear material, I think that's a big step that Iran can do. But it's very clear now, and the president is, for all the ambiguity and confusion about why we went to war and what the message was, now he is settled on this one. It's the best one. It's the strongest one. It's the one everyone can understand. Iran can never have a nuclear weapon, and to make that never a reality, they must give access to all of these sites,
right.
give us all of the 440 kilograms, whatever it is, of enriched uranium, and I think that will go a long way toward it. It just seems to me that in the last 48 hours, momentum and the upper hand has shifted from the Ayatollahs to the man you're looking at right now.
Okay, let's see what happens in the next 48 hours, or, you know, who knows, maybe even less than that, the way things work in this world.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.